If you want two bags?
Sergeant Lozone Conklin.
Okay, everybody, you're all being detained in the alley, so stand in front of your property. We'll be right with you.
Yeah, they're all here right now. Yep.
American boss, do your thing.
Can you guys stand over there, please? Film all you like, stand over there.
Hey. Hey guys, we don't have a problem with you filming. Would you mind moving to the end of the alley, please? Thank you.
Am I gonna get a ticket? I thought you said 10:30.
You know what they're gonna plan to do tonight, or did they?
What's that?
What's their plan for tonight? What are they?
Oh, we have to clear all this stuff out of the alley.
Okay. So they again get tickets for having belongings, or what are they?
Yeah, the belongings in the alley.
Yeah. So they get tickets for that, or okay. Interesting.
So are they going to impound anybody's stuff?
What's that?
Are they going to take anybody's stuff, or are they just going to give them tickets and tell them to get their stuff out of the alley?
Yeah, it's actually looking pretty good right now. I don't think there will be much for them to do. It's good.
Oh yeah.
Because we spent a lot of time giving people a lot of notice. So that actually it looks really good.
They probably used to have tents here, right? I'm guessing before. Yeah.
There's some people up there on the other side. Looks like they didn't quite get to it.
Where do you propose these people go?
Oh, we have lots of resources available for them. The Armory has 60 beds available right now, which would accommodate at least everybody here, and that's on an immediate basis. And then with the homeless outreach team, we'll spend all day if that's what it takes to get somebody into a bed. And they're available.
Hey, RJ.
How you doing?
How you been?
For example-
Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah. Just
We could get somebody down to Salvation Army during the daytime. Grandma's house is a great place.
yeah. It's $500 a month, though. I know that place, so it's kind of
Yeah,
hard.
but a lot of people.
Yeah.
Supposed to do the plumbing.
Oh. Interesting.
But a lot of people qualify for SSI who are up there.
Is that Lou?
And the rest, we're good about getting them on housing
that
lists
Lou?
really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see.
And I'm sure, as you know,
You're
the
Lou,
housing
right?
list is...
I'm sure
I
it's
couldn't
packed.
see. The light was in my eye.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be able to open this right here. There's no place for them to go.
Last I heard there were 60 open beds at the Armory. And I know it's they have it, they're busing them to that other site this week. But we were talking to James from Mercy House that runs everything. He says there's 60 open beds and nobody's using them.
We were doing outreach at the
There's about
off-site shelter
60
last
people
night,
between here
and there
and
were
the
plenty
park.
of open beds.
They could have all went there.
And I understand. I mean, it's the cots are close together. It's not an ideal living situation for the long term, but I mean that's why Matt and I, we do the mental health side, but we get like Bob and CityNet. Have you guys talked to CityNet and Coast to Coast in them?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know Brad Fieldhouse
Okay.
pretty good.
here's the deal.
Yeah, work with them. Yeah.
As long as you guys stay right
I
here,
mean, they're doing
they're
wonders with getting people off the street. I'm sure. Can you talk to the people around here?
Yeah, well, Lou's been trying to get this one guy, Dennis, to housing, but they ran out of funding or something because it's been... He was actually in a place that was like about $500 a month, and then they ran out of funding to keep, paying for the place, so he got kicked out of
Who
it.
ran out of funding? He did?
CityNet, from what I understand, yeah. He's the one that kind of worked with the guy, Lou.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because CityNet has run out of funding.
I hope you're right. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wish I knew who we were talking about.
Yeah, Dennis, I know is his first name. I can't remember his last name, though. Lou, you know Dennis's last name?
How's it going? Dennis, that used to work for here?
No, that he got a place for a little bit with CityNet and then got kicked out.
What was the situation with him and CityNet? What ended up happening?
They only paid for a month's rent,
Okay.
and then I guess didn't pay January, and
Do you know where he ended up?
well, he's with me right now. So we're trying to get him the Social Security. Trying to get him a lawyer, actually. They denied him twice.
Yeah, it's not always easy to get your SSI, unfortunately.
What's that?
Not always
Yeah,
easy to
no,
get
But
that.
also,
Right.
a lot of these non-profits, they're not free. You have to have some kind of income. So.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
most
that's-
of the homeless population does have some sort of income.
Yeah.
Either SSI or SDI, or they do get something. So I mean,
Yeah, that's what he's fighting for.
He's fighting for the SSI?
Disability, because he's disabled.
does he have a diagnosis that's legitimate?
Yeah, I've taken him to the doctors, but you know, they always deny you first. I mean, you see their doctors, and their doctors are going to say, yeah, you're fine. Yeah. But,
yeah. Then
yeah, it's just sad that, you know, they,
I mean, you put an attention.
yeah, actually,
You have contact info for all that.
yeah,
By taking the shopping carts. I
you know,
can't
the
tell.
problem is that a lot of the times they just give up and don't try themselves. So it's like somebody has to push them.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
this and
that's
go there. And,
that's unfortunate. But I mean, you're taking a network of resources that's shaped like a spider web.
yeah.
You gotta go over here for
Yeah, and I
your
told 'em.
SSI benefits, but you need your ID that comes from over here, and you need your,
Yeah. So I
insurance.
run around.
They just
Coming
get
from
tired
over
of,
here.
calling this person, and the person gives them another number, and then they get another number, and it just goes around like a vicious circle.
And a lot of those places are impacted too. So.
Yeah, well, hopefully, I know the federal government is going to be giving billions of dollars for the problem of the homeless. Hopefully they fix it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, ideally,
Trickle down for the past
some of that Prop 47 money that's being dispersed out.
to the nonprofit.
Yeah, it's supposed to be going to outreach through the SEC, but we'll see. It hasn't really been tallied up yet since it's been implemented. But
That's the
that
thing,
money
that,
should-
if
and then
they would
HUD's-
open like safe zones. Because if they open safe zones in like in every city, little safe zones like that, you're able to, watch them instead of them dispersing right now. Now they're all over the city, and that's one of our concerns. That how many calls you get a year,
Yeah.
It's just I don't know, it's a tough situation.
Yeah, it's definitely a systemic problem. But you're right. Some places have explored the safe zones, and we don't have any.
Yeah, well, it's been proven that they
Obviously.
work.
Some places
Utah
have explored safe
them
zones.
it's been
And
proven.
we don't have any.
Well, you're not going to try. You're not going to try
I
every
think
idea.
resource centers and shelters are a better option than safe.
There's a lot of
course,
we're
yeah.
working on
There's a lot of hoops for these people to jump through, and obviously they don't have those kind of capabilities like normal people. A lot
And
of
that's
them are
why-
damaged, you know what I mean?
Well,
So-
you got to
No, I
give our
agree.
city though a lot of credit. We're going to be the first city in Orange County that has a shelter.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
Thank God
it's
for
a
that.
start. Like I told
I know
Mayor,
Laguna Beach has that small one, but I mean like a legitimate multi-service center shelter is going to go in, and hopefully I'm here in October. So I mean,
October?
we're moving in the right step,
Yeah.
but everything moves slow when it comes to government.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And hopefully,
Here.
it gives these people the freedom to do what they want to do too, and be comfortable there, and get the help that they need.
Hopefully the enforcement won't be as hard
And
when
that's-
there's no
that's having
shelter
to-
still.
Like a lot of their problems, they compound because of what got them, And so, like say, if you want to go to the Salvation Army.
So are they going to give tickets for having property, or what's going on? What's the plan they're doing
What's
here?
going on today?
Yeah.
Well, it's against the law to block an alley. So that ticket is what we're going to address here in
Yeah.
the alley. And everybody's been warned for like a day and a half now. We've told them multiple times. So
Yeah.
if they were still here, I mean, look at it this way. This is for a car. And if you've seen what this looks like when everybody's here. If somebody is to come through here at 1 a.m. and make a hard left, they're going to take out 3 or 4 people. So
Yeah.
really we're doing this for their safety. And then on top of that, if somebody has a heart attack
Mhm.
over there, over here, and the fire department needs to get through,
Oh yeah.
fire engine trying to come through one of these things, it would just get bogged down. So
Yeah.
we're gonna clean up the alley.
Now, how about over here on the sidewalk? Are they gonna do the same thing, or?
On the sidewalk?
Yeah, up
Or
here,
you mean in the
right next to
park?
the stadium.
Well, the park's open till 10:30. You know that.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of people
So-
on the sidewalk up here. What's
But
the-
those people have been talked to too. If they're in the park after 10:30, then
Oh no, they're not in the
probably
park.
be addressed.
No, they're not in the park. They're just right here. They got their tents on the sidewalk there.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you saw that or not.
I didn't look when I was
Oh,
coming in.
okay.
I was.
So can they
Where
be
is it
legally
over
there?
here?
Can they legally be there? Or?
You know, I think that has been asked and answered numerous times to you, RJ, and I like how you try to get me to answer things.
Well, no, seriously, I don't know what the deal is because it changes. You know, things are changing all the time.
Yeah. Well, they've been warned, so all them know. So you should
So they
go
can
talk to them.
so they can get a ticket being there too.
If they're in the park after
No,
10:30,
no, not
you
the
can get a
park.
ticket.
No, not the park. The sidewalk, kind of by the on the side of the stadium.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not the park.
it's not the park.
Yeah.
So you've answered your own question.
So they can't get a ticket there.
I think you know the answer.
Sidewalks are kind of a hot topic for cities because
Yeah.
there's a
They think they're
dual
going to get a ticket. That's why I'm asking.
Dual
Because
issue
they think
there,
that you
because
guys
you've
can
got-
give them tickets.
the public whose safety is guarded by the sidewalk. That's why we have sidewalks.
So they don't.
So they don't have to walk in traffic and get tagged,
Sure.
which
Yeah.
is actually a very high cause of injury and death for the homeless.
Yeah.
Is walking the street and getting hit. So it's kind of a dual issue because we need a spot. They're not in the alley, so they're not blocking vehicle access, but pedestrians still need a place to go too. So
Yeah. So they can get a ticket for
tonight
being there?
over there,
Yeah.
can they? Yeah. Will they
Okay.
tonight? I don't know.
Yeah. Guess
I
we'll
think
find out.
tonight our focus is on getting the alley cleared
Yeah.
so that we can get vehicles through here, which we need to be able to do.
Yeah.
And they did a really good job, throughout.
It's probably a lot bit more stuff before. Huh?
There was, yeah. And I mean, we've got, about the check-in center, and we've got the
Right here?
the
Yeah.
bins here for them. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
think probably people went ahead and started utilizing those.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I mean, it's just it's not a good living situation.
Yeah. They need a lot more.
It's my understanding San Diego has done that exact same thing, put up a giant circus tent sort of thing, and it's been nothing but problems. It just creates lots and lots of problems. So I don't think that's the answer.
If you have a security
But
there, though,
honestly,
it would
the
help.
answer is there's 60 beds at a shelter where they could be out of the weather.
Yeah.
And I know not all 60 people that live between this alley and right there at the stadium have dogs. I would say maybe 15 out of the 60 have dogs. So I mean, that's 45 people that could be in a nice warm place tonight, sleeping, but choose now to live in a tent.
So they kind of, they feel like they're go to the armory, it's like going to prison.
Okay, but what more?
But yeah, it's better than.
It's better than
Nothing
sleeping
but-
in a tent. And
Yeah.
not only is it better than sleeping in a tent, but there's a bus that comes and picks you up and then drives you back every day. So you can hang out here. I mean, we can't make it any easier besides building like a little people mover that takes them all the way to the armory where they just stand on it.
You can't force them. Either.
Yeah.
Well, the nice thing about the armory is that it offers outreach at night too. Mercy House is up there signing people up.
We were up there last night.
CityNet and Coast to Coast were up there providing outreach, and
How about
I mean,
the
they're doing-
Salvation Army? Do
the
they
Salvation
have
Army. Have you seen them up there?
Salvation Army? Yeah, they have what they call the Hospitality House over on 3rd Street for men. It's a 2-week program. And I know if you do well in that program and you're looking for work and you're on the right path, that they'll roll you into another program that's a little longer. And then there's always the Salvation Army about, where you got to be sober and they put you to work and they make sure, you're working for your sobriety all the time. So I mean, there's multiple Salvation Army programs within walking distance from here. But there's tons of programs out there. It's getting these people to want to go. And it, like you said, the stars all got to align sometimes. And when they align, it might be 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, it's difficult for police officers or nonprofits to get that ball rolling at 1 o'clock in the morning.
It's important. It's important to have a place, like you said, just to drop them like that.
Yeah, this is my question.
No questions, just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if a pedophile, for instance, this a convicted pedophile has a right to housing, why wouldn't someone that hasn't committed such a crime have a right to housing?
You're asking questions that are way above
kind
my
of well, I mean, that's kind of a multi-factor answer. I mean, why would one person
Why would a
qualify
convicted
for
felon,
something
for instance,
over-
like, no, well, this is the thing, a convicted felon has a right to housing, right, in jail. It's, it's jail, but still it's housing, right? They have a right to that. Why wouldn't someone that hasn't committed a felony have a right to housing also? That's just poor.
Who is the other person? Why don't they have a right to housing?
Well, because they can't
why are
afford
not
it.
Qualifying?
Basically, they can't afford it, or they don't. Because it's not seen as a right. Housing isn't seen as a right for everybody, but it is seen as a right for a felon.
Where are you going? Hey, where are you going?
Well,
Well, that's a good question,
to
right?
answer your question, yeah. I mean, should everybody have a right to housing? Yeah.
I'm glad you think so.
And that's why there's lots of resources available.
You understand that? You didn't know that? You weren't aware that you can't just ride your bike into a police officer when he's standing? You weren't aware of that?
Hard to believe that he didn't see us. Juan, how are you, buddy?
Pretty good.
Hey, we rode with Carol today. Did you?
I didn't see Carol. I haven't seen her.
She said you missed your appointment.
Just yesterday, I said, is there any reason for you to talk to Carol
No.
or Mary? And you told me no. And then I said, Juan, have you been going to your appointments?
Yeah, but I went to one on the 15th.
You missed an appointment this week.
No, my work is on vacation.
You missed an appointment this week.
No, my work is on vacation.
You missed an appointment
I
this week.
did.
Yes.
I
Why
Why
don't
is
we-
this Officer
Sorry.
Beck telling you missed an appointment?
I didn't know.
Just don't want to record his.
You're supposed to get your shot, right?
I got my shot.
You got it.
I got my shot.
You did get it this week.
Yes, no. A week and a half ago.
Yeah, you were supposed to get another one this week, right?
No, it's once a month.
Once a month.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got it a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you're off the hook.
She was scaring me because I have an appointment with her on every Tuesday.
Okay.
I've been on vacation.
Okay, because I was told you missed your shot,
Oh, no, I got my shot.
and I want you to keep that shot. If you don't have that shot, you act different.
Yeah, I told Carol that I got my shot.
Okay.
I have it. I don't know if I should have a new edition of the medication.
Uh-huh.
And I know the one that they gave for the eye or I got that one.
Okay. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. Did they give you a ticket or anything?
Yeah.
What was the ticket for?
In the alley with the bag. They went in the alley with possessions or some shit like that.
Can I see your ticket real quick?
I don't even know what the fuck it is.
Oh, okay.
That's how much I give a fuck about it.
That's all right.
Sorry.
That's all right. We're just activists out here trying to
Yeah.
show what's happening out here.
That was some bullshit.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. That's a good question. Yeah, it could be. So they're putting that guy in the paddy wagon. Huh? Oh, did he?
A handy Mexican dude. Oh, yeah, because I gotta be like directing the traffic. Go this way, no, go this way. No, you go that way. That's city property. That's not city property.
Juan, I tell you what. You get off the street,
Oh, maybe
get
something.
on your medication, and you apply.
You know
We
what?
have those. They're called traffic controllers.
Oh, that's a good job.
Did you get a ticket for anything?
Yeah.
What was it for?
For having blocking the alleyway.
That's it?
That was it.
Okay. Thanks. See, I guess it was for blocking the alleyway. He doesn't talk to me as much as he used to. I really miss that guy.
Famous.
Yeah, I mean, he's famous. What is that?
Did they get tickets?
You guys get tickets too? Have you get tickets? Oh.
Quiet.
this isn't a ticket. You have a ticket?
Citation? Oh, sorry.
That's right.
That's the resources.
Yeah. Thanks. Let's see what. All right. So a ticket for blocking the alley. Looks like AMC 7.28.010.010, blocking the alley. Let's see. Misdemeanor. That's a misdemeanor charge. Wow. Officer Conklin gave the ticket. All right. By 8 o'clock tonight. Thank you. Yeah, that's actually a misdemeanor. Wow. I can't believe that. Well, oh wow. Quite a few police have shown up today here at La Palma Park on the sidewalk here. Wow. Trucks and cars and flashlights. A lot of homeless on the sidewalks here.
What's up?
Hello.
Oh, it looks like you got a little warmer.
Trying to stay warm.
I know, it's getting cold out
Dropped
here.
drastically the last 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So what's the plan, young man?
Same thing.
Same thing?
I thought you guys would spread the word down here that
Oh, they know. They already knew. They told me what was happening. Yeah. They knew what was going on.
So here's the deal. I'm cool with you guys being here, or if we want to go across the street, we want to go over there, I'm cool with that. Just as long as...
And we're not going to be interfering, don't worry.
Perfect.
That's not my plan anyway. I don't think that's their plan either.
Oh, he traded his phone in for a bigger...
Yeah, he's got a nicer deal there. Yep.
Well, you guys get this side. I'm gonna go across the street.
All right.
Take a different angle.
Okay.
I'll go hang with my friend here.
Wonder. Oh, whoa.
So how much is a ticket for blocking the alley? I don't know the municipal code. It might be the standard bail code for.
I know that the alley ticket was a misdemeanor.
Yeah, blocking the alley is a misdemeanor.
Wow.
This one is not. This is.
Oh. Okay. So my guess is they're not gonna just probably just take shopping carts again.
What's that?
Are they just gonna be taking shopping carts? You think?
Yeah, I think code enforcement will take
Yeah.
shopping carts.
Yeah.
I mean that's pretty at this point. That's pretty well known about shopping
Yeah.
carts.
Yeah.
And you know the same thing with the alley over the last day and a half.
Mhm.
Out here last night and did outreach with CityNet.
Yeah. See what happens.
But a lot of people aren't here, so.
Oh, really?
That means they're at the shelter.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. It's hard to say.
It looks like a lot of them.
A lot of them what?
Looks like a lot of them are unoccupied. So.
Oh, the tents? Really? Huh. Yeah.
So we're just gonna try to convince the people who are here with the tents too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's me.
Here comes a code enforcement truck with quite a bit of property in the back. Let's see it. Got some people in the paddy wagon here. Oh,
I need to get in my hat. I couldn't do it no more.
It's definitely better way to do it.
So Conklin said that there's a 21-foot filming rule, and that's PC 148. Is that in there really, or is he just saying that?
Well, here's the deal. Common practice in police work is within 21 feet. That's like a safety issue.
Yeah.
Because edged weapons, stuff like that. Granted, we know who you are, but if you're within 21 feet of me, then you can probably do something to me before I can react. So that's reaction.
Yeah.
So that's where we're going to keep it at like this 21-foot area. That way, keeps you from getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Keeps us safe.
You lose sight of that, but it's.
I can almost touch you right now.
Well, yeah, but I'm over here talking to you. So my whole thing is I'm talking to you and hanging out with you right now.
Okay.
While they're doing the work.
I mean, he could probably reach over and kiss you if he wanted to.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Well, we've talked to you and got to know you.
I know.
Don't feel that that's. You don't see what's going to happen. I mean, I kind of get the. You get a vibe before there's a lean in and kiss thing. I'm not feeling it either. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we're not on that page. But you see his point, though, right?
Yeah, I know.
There is no moonlight right now. So.
Yeah, we haven't had wine and a nice dinner for.
With a lawn. Because it's on the sidewalk. You step on the side. Is that what they're saying?
Well, yeah, it's on that side of the sidewalk is the park. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
Far past 10:30.
So you were actually outside the park.
Yeah, but she's inside the park right now. Past that, if you're over the curb,
So basically, this.
then you're inside the park.
Okay. So this is a sidewalk, and it's actually not even in the park, and they're giving him a ticket for being in the park, even though he's not even in the park. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I was sitting on the sidewalk. And I moved all my stuff out.
Yeah.
So, but they gave me a ticket.
Oh my
because
gosh.
I was in the park, I guess.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Can I see your ticket, please?
Huh?
Can I see your ticket? I'm an activist for the homeless, so.
No problem.
I wanna-
I have so much going against them that.
Yeah, I got the ACLU number if you want it to.
Yeah, they took all my stuff. They took 4 truckloads of stuff out of. I was in front of U-Haul.
Yeah.
Storage unit.
Yeah.
Which U-Haul illegally evicted me.
Yeah.
But I went along with them just doing Knox College ways, and I was going to move it to a different storage unit or whatever.
Yeah.
It was in the driveway, and the night before the cops came.
Yeah.
And came and said, you got to move the stuff out. It's got to be off their property. 2 of my friends showed up, said they would help me move it.
Yeah.
And we'd have it by noon the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they ended up flaking and not showing up.
Yeah.
And I couldn't leave all my stuff there, so noon the next day the cops showed up. Well, I had a bench warrant for a ticket. Whatever. They gave me 32 tickets in less than 6 months.
Oh, wow.
I know, and so I had a bench warrant, so they arrested me. While I sat there, code enforcement showed up with 4 truckloads. They loaded all my stuff. 4 truckloads of stuff packed. I got out of jail 4 days later. Went to go get my stuff, and there was 4 things: 2 bicycles, a dolly, and my toolbox. And I'm telling you, 3 laptops with everything I own. I have a degree in engineering.
Yeah.
My portfolio.
Wow.
I had a HP Presario with all of my resume, everything.
Yeah. I'm recording this, so you don't mind.
I know, that's fine.
Okay.
They took all of this stuff, and I flipped out, and I found out why. When they take your stuff, they take it. Code enforcement just here. They took some guys that they arrested that had warrants. They took their stuff. Where they take it to is Vermont and East Street is the impound yard for the homeless people. Well, the time to pick it up your stuff is 2 p.m. on Tuesdays with Officer Conklin. Well, I figured out why, because at 1:30 p.m. on Tuesdays the dump truck comes.
Oh.
When I got there, after getting out of jail. And going to get my stuff, after the 4 truckloads of stuff that they took, I looked in the back and I could see my golf club sticking out of the dumpster.
Oh, wow.
And the lounge chair that I had slept in when I was in the U-Haul parking lot, sticking out of the dumpster. I'm like, damn, I'm going to get that stuff out as soon as the Conklin gets here and opens the gate.
Yeah.
It didn't dawn on me across the street there was a dump truck loading a dumpster. That then went around behind us, went into the yard, and emptied the dumpster at 1:30, and then 2 o'clock, call gets there. I got in there and I go to get my stuff out of the dumpster. The dumpster is empty.
Wow.
I'm like, where's all my stuff?
Yeah.
And I told him, you got to call Rainbow Services. You got to get that dump truck back here. You got my laptop, everything in there. I mean, I had an Acer tablet. I had 3 phones. I had just bought an iPhone. It was in. I mean, I had 3 grocery carts that they picked. Or actually 2.
Yeah.
One of them was the grocery cart to get if like there was a fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If there's a fire in your house, you know where to grab those pictures and grab those documents, right?
Let me get your ticket.
Okay.
Because I don't know how much time I have to
grab
record.
those pictures and grab those documents. So that.
I want to get that before this. I don't know how much time I have
there
left.
was one grocery cart that had all my important stuff in it, and none of it was there. Well, Hawkins was going to call Rainbow Services, which he didn't. A friend of mine did, and we set up. They were really cool there. Here it is.
All right.
At Rainbow Services, they had the truck come in.
Yeah.
They knew which one it was because of the address.
Yeah.
And
That's
emptied
really
all
light.
this.
Use your light here.
Emptied all the contents to the side.
In the park, it says, in a public park after hours. Wow, and you're on the sidewalk out here. AMC 13.08.070.190. Do you mind if I get? You mind if I share your name or no?
No. Go
Timothy Vincent.
Tiehen. Everybody knows me as Birdman out in front of just
Birdman. Okay, and this is the ticket number there. Okay. January, date of violation. Okay, so you got to be in court when? Does it say?
February.
And this
25th,
is.
Down at the bottom.
I'm trying to see this. It's an infraction, and it says what day? The 25th, February 25th.
Non-traffic.
Yeah. February 25th. It's an infraction.
Yeah.
February 25th it says, right?
Yep.
Okay. Court date. All right. Thank you.
So they claimed that they threw away all of my stuff because it had bird feces on it and cockroaches. Mm-hmm. And I mean, one of the suitcases I had in the grocery cart that was saved beyond all. I mean, saved no matter what. Mm-hmm. One of them was a Samsonite aluminum case that, like the one in the
right now.
Right now, I've got my knee is wasted from. I had meningitis just before Christmas, and then I had a stroke actually Christmas Eve right here.
Wow.
It was a real minor stroke, but
yeah,
I spent like 4 days in the hospital, I think, at UCI.
Really? Wow.
They ran an angioplasty up my leg. There's like 4 veins that go up to your brain, and the main ones that cleaned one of them out. And it's from doing a little bit of meth and stuff. So I quit, and it's stupid of me for doing that stuff. It just turns everything putty. Yeah. But there's no problem quitting.
You look cold. You gotta get a sweater.
All that into it. Yeah, a little bit cold. But that went for. I had before the stroke, I had meningitis. It went from my skull to my knee. That they alleviated a couple times, but they still let me out. It's still all swollen up. Mm-hmm. So I went there yesterday. Wow. I still got the wristband, and they said that they referred me over to some county, some other referral doctor. I got to go see it, I guess. But.
So what option did they give you to sleep anywhere, or what did they say to you? Nothing. Huh?
No,
just gave you a ticket.
No, that's why I had bought this tent.
So they're not going to fuck with them tonight?
Yeah, they're not going to fuck with me tonight.
Because we're here.
I can stay here tonight.
Yeah, so they can stay here tonight, and tomorrow they're going to come and clean up all the shit.
Yeah, in fact, when I was in the hospital, when I had the stroke Christmas Eve, this guy Dave was here, and I just bought a phone like this, and I said, Dave, wash my phone and stuff, and wash my stuff. And, well, come to find out that right after I left in the ambulance, he told everybody I suffered this massive stroke, and I probably wouldn't pull through, la la la. I think everybody around here said, oh, poor Tim, I hope he recovers, and then went over to my camp and started looting it, and figured whoever gets whatever they can find first. Oh, wow. So most of my phones got stolen, and all my shit, and it's like, Dave, what the fuck? I mean, all my shit went through, so yeah, half of it's still probably right around here.
Just got up from the railroad track, you know it. It's been a hard life on the road, just laid off, nowhere to go. He said, I don't have the American dream, no fancy cars, but Jesus holds me. I know what lies ahead of me, 'cause heaven knows I love the looking down at the poor woman sleeping on the ground. They said, you can't be sleeping here, no trespassing. She shed a tear. She said, I don't have the American dream, no fancy cars, but Jesus holds me. And I know what lies ahead of me, 'cause heaven knows I love the Lord. Just caught up to Abraham's side. So glad to be free from the greedy of earth who love their money. They said, I don't have the American dream, no fancy cars,